Family should always stick together through thick and thin. At what point are you family, and at what point are you not family? That's the question you gotta ask yourself sometimes. Because if a brother stabs you in the back, is he still considered family afterwards? Or is he just some kind of rat, a snake, who only pretended to be a family until he got what he wanted? Who knows? But the hardest thing for any family is betrayal, and how you deal with that. Unfortunately, right now we're going through a lot. Giovanni Garati, he ain't in town no more. He's being held in customs in Italy, saying that there's a problem with his passport to go to Boom. So now, Nicky's taking charge, and some say his choices are questionable. But that's not for me to say. So, you take it as it is. The location they chose for this meeting is one way in, one way out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know, and it's a dirt road too. So I'm really hoping my car doesn't get stuck.
You don't mind me asking what the meeting's about?
This one, I have no clue. I think from what I heard from Joey is that Nicky had quite some complaints from most of the guys, and that he wants to address it or something.
Alright.
In which case, I got plenty of complaints, but I'm not sure if they're meant for the group. I think it's better if I talk about it in private with Nicky.
I have an idea what you're gonna say, so probably a good idea you do.
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad in front of the guy, you know?
Exactly. And down here was not the best place to whack a guy. Yeah, if the cops block us in, there's so much sand and dirt, it's just gonna be running on foot from there. They probably at some point have a helicopter, I imagine. Especially for a place like this.
It's good to hear that you're paying attention to the lessons. Hey Frank, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Still got that frequency scanner?
I don't got the scanner. Luigi has it.
Come on, can I take off my shoes? Then it doesn't matter.
Want me to do a pat down?
Yeah, just a quick scan on everyone.
I don't got one.
I'm making sure. I'm not sure what Nicky wants to say, but I really don't want it picked up by the cops.
Alright. Luigi had the last one, but I can pat down, look for wires and stuff if you want.
Oh, Joe still has one. There you go.
Right, there he is.
Hey Frankie, what do you mean you don't want any of this conversation picked up by the cops? Are you thinking that we're all wearing wires or something?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just making sure, you know. I mean, last time I saw the cops, they knew an awful lot about us. I want to make chances.
Fair enough.
Hey, that's a nice necklace, Rocco.
Not fair enough. We've never had this situation before.
I'm having a slight issue here. But we'll go one time.
You got a slight issue? What do you mean?
My hands are stiff, you know?
Oh, try and eat something.
Hang on 1 second. Let me pull it out of my pocket here.
Try thinking about, reloading your skin. Try thinking about that.
Alright.
Hang on. I know I have it in my pocket somewhere. I just gotta find it.
What?
Hey, check your pager, Joe. Maybe that helps.
You looking for that digital scanner?
I'm the fucking parent.
Yeah, right there. Alright. Alright, Frank is good. That's good as well. Hey, Frankie, can you put your hands up for me, please? All right, you're good. Lucy.
No, Joey, back away with that thing. Back away, okay?
Yeah,
We're
I
not
got-
doing this. We are not doing this for our made guys, okay?
I'd rather strip fucking naked than fucking have you point a fucking thing at me.
I'll break
If
your
the
hand
cops
before you come
fucking
anywhere
know
near
shit
that
about
thing.
us, it's because we've been fucking sloppy since we got here. Because we always fucking walk around looking suspicious as hell whenever we're all walking around in our fucking suits. Alright, when we're rolling around in groups of fucking 6 to fucking 10 people deep. It's no wonder they want to
17
fucking know about
cars,
us.
24 guys, all blacked out suits. Yeah, no, real subtle there.
All right, let's kind of make a circle. All right, not like like we're talking to one side of the table. Velocity.
Oh, I thought you were gonna circle up around us. Why are we the ones moving, Nick?
What do you
This
mean?
one to step aside of the circle is gonna get a beat
Yeah.
down.
Okay, so wanted to see how everyone's doing, what everyone's plans are for the future of this family. All right, so I'm gonna go over some matters of business just so we all can understand a few things. So, as of recently, there's been a lack of communication within the family. We're gonna try to solve this by, having these weekly meetings. It's gonna be a set time every week, and it's not gonna be mandatory, but this is gonna be the time when you're giving your kick ups to your bosses, shit like that. All right.
Well, I'm already having crew meetings though.
Okay. So, why not do crew meetings on what days your crew meetings at?
This week it's tomorrow, but usually on a Sunday.
All right. You
Just
try
schedule your
to.
crew meetings to go around the time of this meeting too.
I mean, we can always change the time of this meeting though, because
Yeah,
this
sure.
is the first time we're
Not a
having
problem.
this.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
But there's been a lack of communication or lack of communication, right? We haven't been communicating the way we need to be communicating, and it's led to a lot of problems. As many of you guys may know, what happened 3 or 2 days ago, it was not planned to happen that way. There was a completely different plan that was meant to happen, from what I was understood. So, we gotta step up and actually plan this shit better, and that's also on some of our parts. At the end of the day, you always go to your capo or your lieutenant, but at no point is it gonna be you're only going to your capo, because depending on what time of the day you guys are around, your capo might not be awake. Might not be here, and you might have to go to a different capo. But make sure you're following the chain of command. Now, a few of you have been doing this, like Frank. I have never had you call me. You've always gone to someone else and asked them to call me, which is the proper way to do it. If I need you, I'll call you. All right? The other thing, especially with communication, is how we're holding ourselves in public. A couple weeks ago, Joey was that his car was marked, and it didn't mean his car is marked for him, but everyone knows what his car looks like. If you are going out and doing illegal activities in your vehicle, make sure you are not. It's not a fucking car everyone sees you in daily. It's a fucking car you only use for crime. All right, because Joey here was told that the color of his car was associated with 3 people. I'm not going to say their names here. Driving around and taking cars. Our Irish friends are also concerned with that too, because they came to me and said, "Hey, just making sure. Can you make sure your guys are not taking cars directly in front or nearby the fucking place where you talk to Ralph. If we're going to be doing cars, getting a shopping list from Ralph, let's make sure we're doing it in a little bit more of a, organized way. Because that's one way if the cops find us, right? And they catch you guys doing it, they're like, oh yeah, these guys are Italian.
You sure it was any of us doing it? Because
Yeah.
I don't recall any of our guys doing that.
Cause?
Oh, you know what? I could tell you exactly. It was me, Joey, and Mo.
Yeah, with chopping cars, it's a little weird. When you see a car, you automatically want to grab it because it's hard to find certain cars within the city. So when you
Just
get that list,
chase it around a little, I guess.
go ahead, Carmine. What were we gonna say?
Yeah, whenever you fucking find a car, sometimes it'll appear as soon as you fucking leave where Ralph usually stays at. You'll drive down the street just a little bit and boom, there's one of the cars on the list. So then you just fucking take it right there and you make the short drive back. You may not find that car again for like another hour and a half, and then by that point it's too late.
Because I was told the way that reason that Ralph keeps disappearing so fast is because the cops have been finding him.
Well, the cops are gonna find him either way.
Okay, well, let's make it less obvious where we're going to go with these cars. Because if we're stealing the cars directly, let's say it's the one on Azteca land, right? Azteca territory. We will steal one on Azteca territory, like maybe a block away, drive over there. They're gonna know, hey, we're gonna go check the Azteca fucking guy and see if he's the one that's.
And to be fair, it may not be us that are the only people that are doing something like that. For the Irish to just fully blame the Italians and be like, oh, well, we've seen the Italians do it, and that's probably why Ralph is moving so much, because the cops are finding it because of the Italians. I mean, if the Irish are doing it as well, how careful are they being? That's the question.
Like,
Everybody in
I
the
understand.
city
Joey,
has
that's a good
access to
point that you're
Ralph.
making there. However, if it's something that the Italians are doing or the Irish are doing, I'm sure that they're bringing it up with their own guys. That's not really our problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure,
and I
they
understand
can
why
be
we're having this
hypocritical as
conversation.
however much they want, but we need to have the conversation with our guys too. I.e., you.
And I understand why we're having the conversation. We're taking the information and we're running with it. You know what I mean? Like, we like everybody makes mistakes, and as long as you learn and grow from those mistakes, it's not truly a mistake. So this conversation is good to be had right now. All I'm saying is that if we have people coming to us saying like your guys are doing this or that, if it's something that everybody in the city has access to, we have to keep in mind the fact that it might not be just our fault.
But
No, and I don't think anyone ever said that.
In this case, because it's being brought up about us, to us, we are taking responsibility for this, Joey. In this case here, what we're talking about.
And we
Especially
don't know
since
if the
our car got
Irish
flagged the other day.
And we don't know if the Irish are talking to other groups as well about that, Making that friendly suggestion. However, Carmine is right. Your car got flagged, so now we have to have that conversation.
So here's the rule about this that I want to propose, is if you are out chopping cars,
Use a stolen car.
Yeah, one, use a stolen car or a car that you are not regularly seen in. And two, after you get your shopping list, you have a 1 mile radius to get out of. You have to be at least a mile away from Ralph before you fucking take a car. If you find one that goes on the list, maybe a mile might be too much. We'll go a half mile. You have to be a half mile out before stealing a car that you see on the list. So that way you're not stealing them too close to Ralph. Because I imagine that he's probably getting a little anxious about it too.
You could probably just follow the car until it's outside of the radius.
There you go. Everybody in agreement on that?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I agree.
I agree.
Done.
Okay.
Rubber stamp.
All right. Another matter I wanted to bring up was the businesses. So we have two capos here, and they both run their own. Or they not run. Frankie here runs the docks, and Carmine, you're more of like the person in the city, right? But so
Say that again.
I'm just giving this as like a general advisory to everyone that our businesses are not associated with us. All right, they're not owned by us. For example, the new speakeasy, right? It's not gonna be only operated by people like us. It's gonna be operated by normal working people.
Oh, I got quite a few outsiders in the union already.
Exactly.
Right.
So meetings like this, meetings and conversations will not be happening on property. None of that is allowed to be had on property. If Elena tells me that one of their employees has overheard something along the lines of a family or our family in like a business way, and there's a meeting there, there's gonna be a problem because that is a business. It is not a part of what we do. We're leaving everything, all business out of there, unless it includes like, hey, you want to do like a partnership with this business and it's another business, then maybe we'll have it there. But no more big meetings. None of that will be had at the establishments because that just makes it look like we're a fucking racket for a bigger thing. Or it's a racket for a bigger thing, and that's not what it is. It's the fucking restaurant. Also,
Look.
don't go around saying you own the place because you only owner. That's Elena. Because last time we had an issue where people were going around saying they own the joint, or they had work in the joint because they knew the owner. Don't go around swinging your dick around acting like you owned it.
Here. If anything, it'd probably be better to, just go around saying like, hey, this is where I frequent, like I hang out in this area. If you need somewhere to find me, check there, but don't go around saying you own things.
Anyone have any questions about that?
No, sir. Straightforward.
Long story short, watch your words. Be careful what you say around people you don't know. You see these faces around you right now. These are the people that you know. Or at least some of them. These are your friends. These are who you can talk to. Do not talk to people aside from the faces that you see here. And by talk, you all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does anyone have any matters of business they would like to bring up? Anything. Anything you've heard, anything you may have encountered while out and about, anything. Please bring to the family's attention.
You mean like possible rackets?
Anything. Yeah. If you have an idea, just shoot it out. If you have something to bring up, shoot it out. Nothing?
Not really anything that I've heard. More something that's been running through my head.
Let's hear it.
Everybody here knows what's happened the other day. Okay? I'm sure just by saying that, you already know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to go into detail. I speak for everybody here. We do not want to have that shit happen again. Those of you that have taken your oath, you know what that means. Those of you here that haven't, good Lord, I wish you guys luck. You guys are practically in it now. But if we ever have to go through something like what we went through the other day, I don't know how much more of it we're going to be able to take. I am not going to be Mr. fucking nice guy with everybody. Not for too much longer. People need to get shit straight here, okay? People need to start showing those that are above them the respect that they're supposed to be getting. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. If you're told to do something from someone above you, you fucking do it. Understood?
Understood.
Understood.
Good.
All right. Anyone else have any other matters of business to bring up?
Nothing for in the group right now.
All right.
Nikki, what
I mean,
about
there's some matters that are more personal, but not for this.
Fairmont, what were you saying?
What about our matter with the misfits in the park the other day?
You can go over that, yeah.
Okay, the other day in Mirror Park, we met with this gentleman by the name of Atlas. He runs a group called the Misfits out of the industrial area in Eastside Los Santos. Now, the first impressions of this guy and his crew, they seem sloppy to me, personally. Atlas seems easily offended, and the people that he runs with looks like he picked them out of a fucking mix and match catalog. Okay. You wouldn't expect these people to be part of a group if you just saw them walking down the street. Although there's a part of me that believes that that's what makes them potentially dangerous. They are looking for information on where they can get their hands on some drills. But in public, they were also asking us about our knowledge into certain drug games, specifically that of methamphetamine and heroin. Now, like I said, they operate out of the industrial area. You may be able to find them around the Mia Park mechanic shop. You just keep your eyes out for anybody in those two areas that don't seem right. Currently, we are on decent terms, but from the impression that I got with this guy, that could potentially change at any moment.
Sounds like they yap a lot and we should keep them as close.
Mm-hmm. Keep your friends close, keep your potential enemies closer, as they like to say. Does anybody have any information on the whereabouts of any sort of drills? I'm going to take that silence and the waves crashing behind me as a resounding no. Okay. I'm good here, Nikki.
All right. If we have no more matters of business to discuss, we have to go to a meeting now.
Alright, you mind if I close with something though?
Go ahead.
Alright. So persuasion is not. A man can only take so much. You push him too far and they'll snap. Maybe even take you on. So use your head. A lawyer with a briefcase can steal more than 100 men with guns. Keep that in mind. Don't go start yapping shit. Don't try to show that you're the tough guy if you ain't got the things to back it up.
Agreed.
Got it.
Joey,
Unless he
are you fucking
DeLuca here.
No. I'm sorry, Joey. Are you fucking smoking a joint?
Yeah,
In the middle of our fucking meeting.
it's not gonna affect
Are we
my.
fucking boring you or something?
Why would you be boring me? I'm just really stressed out. I'm trying to get my brain back to normal. Cigarettes don't help with my stress.
There's a time and a
Still
place for that,
coherent.
Joey.
I mean, it's not like it affects me at all. Is the thing,
Joey?
you know?
Joey, stop. There is a time and a place for that.
All right.
To piggyback off of what Frankie was saying, Mr. Alessi DeLuca here is our strongest weapon that we have by far. His knowledge about the penal code and just his general skills as a lawyer will get us farther than any fucking weapon that we have in our disposal. If any of you guys get caught up into anything, you ask for a fucking lawyer, and hopefully DeLuca's around to assist us.
If I'm not around myself, or if there are, you know, potential conflicts of interest that are known, I will find you a good lawyer. I know people.
Okay.
All right. All right.
This next meeting we gotta get to.
Is it the La Puente Blanca?
Yeah, I'm giving him a call right now.
Hey, sorry guys, I was deep in the character there, but Julius Smith, I do not trust anybody anymore on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube to show me their art. So far, it's led to be a lot of people trying to scam me. I already have artists I've got that I will call for my content. So thank you though, but unfortunately, I don't accept new artists through chat anymore. Twitter and Instagram is a good for getting art feedback, I've heard. Meeting by the cliff, no one got tossed over. Yeah.